Welcome to Liverpool fans. Today we've got the latest updates of your beloved club Liverpool. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of breaking news. Let's get started.
Liverpool fans push for Arne Slot's dismissal as they demand Jurgen Klopp's return on a 5-year deal. Liverpool Football Club has entered one of its most turbulent moments in recent memory, as frustration, disappointment, and emotional tension among supporters reach an intense new level. What began as murmurs of concern during the early weeks of the season has now erupted into a widespread fan movement demanding radical change, specifically the removal of current head coach Arne Slot and the reinstatement of former manager Jurgen Klopp on a long-term 5-year contract. For many Liverpool fans, this is not merely a matter of results on the pitch. It is a matter of identity, culture, and the deep emotional connection they built during Klopp's historic reign. The club's struggles under Slot have produced visible cracks, unstable performances, tactical confusion, and a general sense that the team has lost the passion and purpose that defined it for close to a decade. As the pressure continues to intensify, the demand becomes louder each day. Bring back Klopp. From outside Anfield to online fan forums around the globe, supporters are united in their plea. The red banners and placards waving outside the stadium read the same message. We want Jurgen back for 5 more years. A movement that began with a few fans after a disappointing draw suddenly exploded after another frustrating Premier League performance that left Liverpool slipping further from the title race. The atmosphere around the club has changed dramatically. What once felt like hope for a new era under Slot now feels like an urgent call for a rescue mission. Arne Slot, appointed with high expectations after his success at Feyenoord, arrived with promises of fluid attacking football and modern tactical structures. Liverpool supporters hoped he would rejuvenate the squad, rebuild confidence, and lead the club into a fresh era of dominance. However, the transition has been anything but smooth. The team's weaknesses in defense have deepened, attacking fluidity has been inconsistent, and major players appear unable to adapt fully to Slot's tactical demands. Many fans believe the squad looks unrecognizable compared to the fearsome mentality monsters that thrived under Klopp. Instead of pressing with relentless intensity, Liverpool now seems hesitant, uncertain, and lacking the emotional fire that previously defined their gameplay. The frustration is visible not only in the stands, but also in the voices of former players and pundits who acknowledge the club's worrying decline. It is this sharp contrast between eras that has ignited the flames of nostalgia, and more significantly, the desire to bring back the man who restored Liverpool to European royalty. For Liverpool supporters, Jurgen Klopp is not just a former coach, he is a symbol of rebirth. Under his leadership, the club reached heights that had long seemed unreachable. He brought the Premier League title back to Anfield after 3 decades, lifted the UEFA Champions League, and collected every major trophy available. But beyond the silverware, Klopp transformed the emotional heartbeat of the club. He built unity, confidence, and belief. He created bonds between players and supporters that seemed unbreakable. The memories of magical European nights at Anfield under Klopp, Barcelona's legendary comeback, the roar of the Kop shaking the stadium, the tears of joy and relief are still fresh in the minds of supporters. To them, Klopp is the architect of Liverpool's modern pride, and his departure left both a tactical and emotional void that has yet to be filled. When Klopp stepped down, he made it clear he needed rest. He spoke honestly about exhaustion, about needing time for himself and his family. Fans respected this decision, even though it broke their hearts. Since then, Klopp has been seen occasionally in public, always greeted by chants of appreciation from supporters wherever he appears. Many believed his chapter at Liverpool had truly ended, but the current crisis has reopened the question. Could Klopp really come back? Fans think so. Social media campaigns have gone viral with hashtags like #BringBackKlopp, #Klopp for 5 years, #AnfieldNeedsItsKing, and #Reunite the Family gaining traction worldwide. Some supporters even organized a peaceful march near the stadium before a home match, holding up giant posters of Klopp in his trademark glasses and wide smile. Others have created emotional tributes online, highlighting his achievements and sharing heartfelt messages urging him to return. "Liverpool without Klopp is like Anfield without the cop," wrote one fan in a viral post. Even former players have hinted that they would support such a return. One retired club legend commented anonymously that Klopp understands the soul of this place in a way very few people ever will. Meanwhile, Arne Slot finds himself under enormous pressure. While some believe he deserves more time to build his project, the majority opinion among supporters has turned sharply against him. They argue that Liverpool's style under Slot lacks identity, direction, and emotional energy. Matches that the team used to dominate with confidence are now battles full of hesitation and tactical misalignment. Attacking patterns appear predictable, the press lacks intensity, and opposition teams no longer fear coming to Anfield. Defensive errors have increased, midfield cohesion has weakened, and the once electric front line no longer delivers the energy that made Liverpool a global powerhouse. Supporters who used to sing with pride now watch matches with anxiety and disappointment, fearing another setback. The club's board is aware of the fans' frustration, and although they have not made any official statements, internal discussions are believed to be taking place. Analysts suggest that Liverpool is entering a defining period, one that could reshape the club's future for years to come. The possibility of approaching Klopp with a proposal for a 5-year deal is not unrealistic, but it would require careful negotiation and an understanding of his personal circumstances. Would Klopp be willing to return after stepping away for rest? Would he feel emotionally ready to take on a new long-term project? Would he believe in the current squad? Those are the questions that remain unanswered. But for supporters, the answer is simple. We believe he will come back if the club truly asks him. The emotional connection between Klopp and Liverpool is unique. He once described the club as the perfect marriage, saying that he felt at home from the first moment he walked into Anfield. Supporters believe that love still exists, that he still feels the pulse of the cop deep inside him, and they are convinced that returning now would not just be a managerial decision, but a heroic homecoming. The possibility of Klopp returning has created waves across the football world. Major sports media outlets have started covering the fan movement extensively. Analysts have debated the feasibility of such a plan, with some claiming it would be the biggest managerial comeback in Premier League history. Inside Melwood and Anfield, tension continues to rise. Players, staff, and board members all understand that fan pressure at Liverpool carries real weight. Supporters are more than spectators. They are part of the club's identity, and their voices can influence major decisions. If Klopp were to return, Liverpool fans believe the club would be revitalized instantly. Morale would skyrocket. The pressing intensity would return. Players would rediscover confidence. The stadium atmosphere would transform. And most importantly, the identity of Liverpool Football Club would be restored. As things stand, the future remains uncertain. Slot continues in his position, but the cloud over his tenure grows darker each day. Fans remain vocal, passionate, and determined. Their message has not changed. Klopp is the man we trust, the man we love, and the man we want back for 5 more years. Everything now rests on what happens behind closed doors at Anfield. The next days and weeks could define an entire generation of Liverpool history. Will the club make the bold decision to bring back their greatest modern hero? Or will they double down on Slot's project despite the overwhelming backlash? One thing, however, is perfectly clear. The fans have chosen their side, and they are shouting it with everything they have. Liverpool wants Klopp back, and they want him for 5 more years.